Hey everyone, welcome to day 6 of our 10-night Alaskan cruise on the beautiful Crown Princess. Today we are in Icy Strait Point, Alaska.
It is another beautiful day. You can tell it's going to be very sunny. We're super excited to be here. Let's go explore.
We are docked here in Icy Strait Point. This is our first time here at this port. It's gorgeous. Awesome little dock here. And the first area across the bridge there, that's where the gondola is. That'll take you up the Sky Peak, as well as the complimentary gondola that'll take you to the right to the Hoonah Cannery and Ocean Landing area.
The Lido deck is quiet this morning. If you wanted to go for a swim, you would have it all to yourself. I can see that the sun is starting to break through the clouds. It looks like it's going to be an amazing day to explore this port.
After a quick breakfast in the buffet, we're gonna go get off the ship and head into Icy Strait Point.
It's a nice short little dock here, not too far to where the gondolas are, just across this little green bridge here.
Now, I'm really surprised by the color of the water. I wasn't expecting to see turquoise water in Alaska. It's really pretty.
As you come off the pier, you're going to see the complimentary gondola. It's the green one there ahead of us. This will take us over to Ocean Landing and the Hoonah Cannery. We plan on heading over there shortly. The lineup's not too bad and it seems to be moving pretty quickly. This area also features an information booth and you can purchase tours here. If you're wanting to take the other gondola up to the Sky Peak, you can book that here, as well as other excursions.
And if you're looking to do some shopping, they have the wilderness gifts. Inside, you can find all kinds of Icy Strait Point souvenirs.
Do you want an Icy Strait Point mouse pad?
It's kind of fun. Oh, postcards, 30 cents.
Postcards. Let's grab some on the way back.
Hey honey, nice bass.
They had lots of fun boxers in here. Bare naked, buck naked. Also, if you did want to purchase water, that was available here as well.
And if you're hoping to ride the Sky Peak high-speed gondola, during our visits, adults were $49.95 and children were $39.95.
The Sky Peak is also where the Zip Rider Zipline starts from, and it comes all the way down closer to the Hoonah Cannery.
Now it's easy to tell the Sky Glider from the complimentary one because the Sky Glider gondola is red, whereas the complimentary one is green. If you're hoping to enjoy an Alaskan campfire, you're in luck. They have some beautiful fire pits set up here.
I did notice the area we're in is called the Wilderness Landing, and there's also a walking trail that'll take us all the way over to Ocean Landing. It says it's a 15-minute walk or about half a mile, and it is well marked out. It does leave from right beside the free green gondola. Now it also said there's an eagle's nest up here. Maybe we'll have to check that out a little bit later. Now there are bear warnings. It does say to try and walk in groups of 10 or more and to talk while you walk.
For now, we're going to take the green transporter, the gondola that takes you over to Ocean's Landing.
The gondola is actually pretty big. It looks like it holds about 6 adults and there's glass all the way around.
It makes a really beautiful ride.
And if you look down, there's actually a deer right below us, a small little deer.
Now there is an adventure park and ropes course. However, I haven't seen anybody out on it yet.
And then we'll head down the other side back to the gondola station.
That was a fun little free ride.
That was amazing. I loved it.
Oh, the zip lines heading back up the hill.
And they say this is the world's largest zip rider. Starts at a height of 1,300 feet, way up there. Let me try and zoom in a little bit for you. I think I hear them coming. The ocean landing area also had a really nice fire with some benches. Grab a coffee, come sit out here and enjoy the zipliners. There's also a bar, the Duck Point Bar. There's a nice big fire in here as well.
There's also the Duck Point Smokehouse restaurant. Inside you'll find a variety of starters, soups and salads, grilled and smoked entrees, and Alaskan craft beer. Now I love the view from this restaurant. It's absolutely beautiful. And if you head out onto the patio, there's also a nice fire overlooking the shoreline.
You'll also find the Adventure Center building here. Inside you'll find a coffee shop, which might be nice on a really cool day. There's restrooms in here. We also noticed this area has seating. I think this is where some of the excursions may meet. They also had lockers in here if you do need them.
Looking at the map, we want to make our way to the Hoonah Cannery. So we're going to follow the trail along the water, which looks to be like a beautiful path that takes us up to Keet Plaza.
At Keet Plaza, you're going to find this really cool statue of an orca or a killer whale overlooking the ocean. Great place for photos. And a lot of people enjoying the shoreline, tossing rocks. We couldn't have asked for another awesome day here. Really beautiful private residence along the boardwalk as well.
It's a really neat experience to walk through a real Alaskan village. There's also a few more restaurants in this area, including the Cookhouse restaurant. But when you get past that, you'll see the Hoonah Cannery in the red building, as well as a really cute dock.
There was so much to see in these red buildings, everything from the Icy Strait Museum, different restaurants, shops, and once inside you could learn about some of the history as well.
There is far more shopping than I expected here, and this is just a small sampling of the unique and creative gifts that they have, from clothing, maps, whale and eagle playing cards. And inside the salmon shop, they have tasty treats and lots of fish and ocean themed gifts, including decorative raku pottery.
Now my favorite part was the recreation of the cannery. First off, you could learn about all the species of salmon, and then they had the slice through time, a recreation of where they cut up the salmon. It was kind of gross, but really cool as well. You could learn about the machinery they used. And outside there was some great spot to take photos with some of the fishing equipment and nets. Now we're wanting to walk down to the town of Hoonah, so we're going to continue down the side of the cannery here, past the Crab House restaurant. And actually, if you're looking for it, the kayak center is located behind the Crab Shack restaurant as well.
$5 round trip for the shuttle to Hoonah, but you can also walk.
It is a beautiful day, so we'd like to take the opportunity to walk into Hoonah. If you need more information before you leave, there is a visitor booth that you can ask questions. Hoonah is 1.5 miles away.
And be bear aware, this is not a zoo. Bears can kill you.
The road, pathway, and sidewalk to Hoonah is paved. It follows along the ocean and is easy to follow.
Along the way, you'll find some beautiful lookout points as well.
This walk is absolutely amazing along here down to Hoonah.
It's beautiful, and if you have a sunny day like this and you can walk it, do it. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The walkway we've been on is called the Memorial Sea Walk. And once we get past the cemetery here on the left, we'll have to cross over and continue along on the sidewalk. And we are just about in Hoonah. Cool little fishing dock over on the other side. It looks like kind of an island back there. We'll head out on this dock. That's the direction we came from there. And we'll head down. And the locals were so kind to show us their daily catch.
It was interesting to watch the fishermen and women work on their boats. In Hoonah, there was also private excursions that could be booked.
There was the Icy Strait Brewing.
Elkane store and coffee.
The city center with a totem pole out front, as well as you could see one that was being carved. A bank or credit union, and more docks and piers to explore. I absolutely love seeing the classic fishing boats sailing by.
Across the way is Pitt Island and a cemetery.
Now we were just informed by a local that about half an hour ago there was a mama bear and cub strolling around right below where we are right now on this pier. I guess we'll keep our eyes peeled. We're gonna start heading back towards the direction of the ship.
The office bar. Hoonah Trading Company. That looks like a fun excursion.
It does, to be out there paddling in the sunshine.
Kayaking. What a perfect day for it.
We are almost back to the cannery. Now this beach is a great spot if you like to skip stones. They have lots of flat pebbles to choose from.
We made it to Ocean Landing and we'll get back on the gondola and head right back over the hill. And back down to Wilderness Landing. Let's go see if we can find the eagle's nest.
Okay, this is a really pretty walk, but there's a lot of serious bear warnings here, so.
It says to walk with 10 people or more and don't run.
And don't make eye contact and back away slowly. So, I don't know. 2 of us here.
There's 2 of us, but there's lots of people on the trail, so I think we're good.
Look up and check out that nest. I really like that they have signs telling you where to look. I think I see it there. Let's zoom in a little bit. Wow, how cool is that? And I think we're gonna head back down and go get back on the ship. Well, we are back on the ship and I'm really impressed with this port.
It is far more than I expected. I wasn't sure what we were getting into, like going to, I knew it was small port, so I was like, oh, you might just get off and there might be nothing to see. But there was a lot to see and it was beautifully designed.
Yeah, there's, like, if you don't want to spend the money to do the big gondola up the hill or the zip lining, which are 2 of the big attractions, there's the small gondola that's complimentary to go over. There's lots of little shops in the port and it was really clean, well-maintained. The boardwalks are beautiful. You can go out on the beaches, look for
People
rocks.
were swimming out there today.
Yeah.
Like, it was really lovely and relaxing. There was places to eat. There's a little bit of history, museums.
Yeah.
There's
You can sit by the
here.
fire and enjoy that. So it was really cool. I really enjoyed this port today, far more than I expected to.
Absolutely. It was really just good for the soul kind of day.
Yeah, and even down on the docks in town, the fishermen, the people down there were so friendly and explained things, and it was worth the walk. You know, the walk along the water, especially on a day like today, was just stunning. So yeah, gorgeous day. We had so much fun here today.
We did.
So we're gonna sneak up and grab some lunch, a late lunch right now. That's a nice robe.
Oh, they're super nice and they're generous in size. But after a beautiful day out visiting the town, ready for a hot tub and a Coca-Cola.
All right, let's head to the hot tub. And it's also time to set sail.
Now that I figured out it's Icy Strait Point and not Icy Point Strait, it's time to say goodbye.
And if you visited Icy Strait Point, let us know in the comments what your favorite things are to do in this port. Well, we are back from an exciting evening of dinner and shows around the Crown Princess. It was a fun night.
It was a fun night and there was a lot of stuff going on. But should we start with our fabulous dinner we had tonight?
Sure, we were in the main dining room again and it was wonderful. It was really good. Yeah.
It was really good.
Do you want to start out with what you had with the appetizer?
Yes, I have to look at my notes because this is out of my normal thing. It was the chicken ham parmesan croquette. And I have to say, it was a beautiful presentation. The dish looked gorgeous, tasted good. One thing I didn't really love was the sauce that it came with, just because it had like a lot of flavors going on, and it almost had like Mexican flavored sauce with it.
Okay.
And I just felt like the two didn't really go, like it wasn't what I was expecting. It was good, but I didn't love it.
I tried it. I enjoyed it. I didn't have the sauce though. I just tried the main part and I enjoyed that.
Okay, yeah. It was good, but it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about you then?
For Appies, I had something really interesting. It was on the Appy menu. It was called the Frosted Strawberry Smoothie. And it looked like actually soup.
Like a cold soup.
A cold soup, but it tasted like a smoothie and that was really good. It came in a bowl. So I did enjoy that. And I also had something called the Gourmet Greens. And that was kind of greens with a balsamic kind of sauce. There was pecans in it. It was a really good salad.
It looked beautiful.
Yeah.
Our daughter also had it, and she said that the lettuce was actually prickly. Did you find it prickly?
I didn't notice that,
She said
but
the texture was prickly.
It was, not like iceberg lettuce. It was more of a fancy, dancy lettuce, we'll call it that. So I did enjoy that. So yeah, and then main course.
Main course. Well, I kept going between like 3 different meals because I almost went with the salmon again. Every night I almost go with the salmon, and then I was like, do I go with the ribs? But I went with the Gold Rush beef pot roast with mashed potatoes and root vegetables. And it was delicious. The meat was tender, super tender, and it was very tasty. I quite enjoyed it.
Did you?
I did, yeah. I did
It looked really good.
I didn't offer him any.
No, I didn't
wasn't giving away samples for this one.
And I ordered the barbecue pork ribs, which was kind of 2 small racks of ribs. There was some large potato wedges and coleslaw with that.
A little thing of coleslaw.
Yeah, so that was really good. The barbecue sauce was sweet and good. It was a nice rack of ribs, so I enjoyed that.
It looked good. It did.
And then jumping over to dessert, I had the Cherries Jubilee. And then we shared something called the sugar-free mango macadamia nut samosas.
Actually, our daughter had ordered it, and so we kind of all as a table sampled it. It was interesting.
It kind of was more like a pastry flavor.
A lot of pastry, and then the sauce was minty, really mint. So it was good, but I definitely preferred my dessert.
Well, I did want to talk about the Cherry Jubilee.
Oh, okay.
So it tasted good. There was ice cream with it. It wasn't as sweet as I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
It was good. I would order it again, but not the texture I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
So it was the cherries looked more raisiny. I don't know, but it did taste good.
I've never had the Cherry Jubilee before, so I wouldn't know what it's supposed to look like.
I'm not sure either, but that's what it kind of was like.
Okay, well, my dessert was a win-win.
That looked really,
delicious.
really good.
Again, I wasn't going to let him try any because I wasn't sharing. It's like, get your own. It was the crusty banana tart with hazelnut streusel and chocolate ice cream. Streusel.
Okay.
Is it streusel?
Okay.
Maybe I said it wrong. Who knows? Okay, but I'm gonna roll with streusel.
Okay.
It was good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Really good.
And it wasn't overly sweet, so it was and very smooth. So I quite liked it.
And we spent a lot of time in the restaurant tonight.
We did. I'd actually say that the service was a little slow tonight, and I'm not sure. I've noticed a big difference this cruise. Often we just cruise the 2 of us. And having a group of 5, things tend to move a little slower.
It seemed slower than other nights. The service wasn't bad. It just seemed maybe that they were overwhelmed. You never know if someone's under the weather and they have to cover more tables or something like that.
Who knows? Who knows? It was all good. We're not in a rush, so it was all good.
And then we went from there over to, let me look at my notes. It was
Reggie Rice.
Reggie Rice, yes, over in the Explorer's Lounge, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we saw him the other night. He does the comedy magic show, and he did that kind of in the little lounge, and that was fun. He did all his magic, and he
very family friendly. This is a great show for all audiences.
Yeah. It's really funny, and he's got his card tricks. He's got his disappearing things. It does a lot of cool stuff.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Really funny.
Enjoyable.
Because I'm not like a huge magic fan. Ken likes seeing all the tricks. I get annoyed because I don't understand how it's happening. But that's why I enjoy the comedy part.
The comedy brings it together because it's like he's messing up on his magic, and then it all just comes together. So it's good.
It's funny. Really funny.
And then we went straight from there over to the Princess Theater. Let's talk about the show first, and then let's talk about what happened.
Okay.
So the show is called Production Show Disco, Blame It on the Boogie. Yes.
So it was a
I'm
disco
looking at my
thing.
notes. Blame it on the boogie.
He can't read his own writing. It was fantastic. They had a lot of fun music.
70s.
Bright.
Yeah.
Busy, a lot of energy,
Great
a lot of
outfits.
dancers, a lot of people moving. So it was very entertaining. Very like happy, you want to move, wiggle with it. So I quite enjoyed it again.
Yeah, the singing was good, the vocals were good, the dancing was good. The light show was really cool.
It was.
Yeah,
It was.
lots
It just
of
made
colors.
it like happy. It was
Yeah.
really happy. So should we talk about the other part? That
Well,
wasn't so
this was the
happy?
hard part of the show. Was there was people behind us who, for the first 10 minutes of the show, she was on her phone.
And I probably shouldn't have done this, but I thought maybe she didn't know that she was interrupting the show for us, right? Because I thought it's not very good theater etiquette, right? To be.
But loud talking on the phone.
Well, she was talking to like people 4 or 5 down.
But she was talking with other people and talking on the
And
phone.
then I turned around and she was on her cell phone. So this didn't help. I said, put your cell phone down. Like,
Yeah.
and then she got really angry and started yelling. Meanwhile, the show was on. She told me to mind my own business. And she was talking to her husband. So I just like straight ahead. I was like, oh my word, I'm not going to engage. So
Yeah.
I felt very uptight.
We let it go, but other people in our row were yelling at her. It was a fiasco. And
She just continued.
Yeah.
I almost got up and left, but then I also didn't want to interrupt other people to be moving. And I'm just like, okay, I don't want to make it worse.
so here's the question. Should you be on your phone during a show?
Not using your phone.
Talking
on your
loud,
phone.
talking on your phone. You can let us know in the comments what you think about that.
Is that good theater etiquette?
Yeah,
I don't
is that
know. And how do you handle
I'm
that?
pretty sure it's not good theater etiquette. But anyway. So once it was over, we skedaddled.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see them. So,
Yeah.
anyways, but other than that, it was a fabulous show. Then we went over, though, to the Piazza.
Piazza, yeah. They had something, let me look at my other notes, the Love Boat Piazza Party going on. And it's based on the Love Boat TV show. And there was dancing going on, there was games, all sorts of cool stuff. Callie, the cruise director, or the entertainment director, was there kind of leading that. And yeah, it was fun.
They actually had, this I think is funny, they had encouraged everybody to wear white and gold tonight. But I think a lot of people didn't know that before the cruise. So there was very few people wearing white and gold. But I don't know that it's a good night to eat ribs if you're wearing white. I don't know. I'm like, this is kind of like a dangerous.
Yeah, I didn't have a white shirt, so I was good.
You're safe. You can write barbecue sauce then.
Yeah. Yeah, but an awesome evening here on the Crown Princess. Tomorrow is Glacier Day. We are headed to Yakutat Bay. I think that's how you say it, and Hubbard Glacier.
Yeah, I'm really excited. We've never been to this glacier before.
No, I always enjoy going kind of up the fjords and looking at the glacier, and I think that's between noon and 5. So I'm excited about that because on our last trip here to Alaska, we had to get up at 5 in the morning. So
Ooh, it started last time at 4:15 a.m.
So
this is much
this is in the
easier.
afternoon. It's way better. We're
Much
excited
easier.
about that.
And really, one thing that I love when we were on Princess before is they bring a naturalist on. So I look forward to hearing that too. It always makes the glacier even more exciting.
Yeah, so that is tomorrow. So make sure you tune in for, I think that'll be day 7 of our 10-day cruise here on the Crown Princess. So we are going to head to bed. It's been a late night, and we will see you tomorrow at the, look at my notes, Hubbard Glacier. Good night.